If one has decided to climb Mount Everest in Nepal or Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania, or take his or her catamaran in Lake Victoria, again in Kampala, which is infested with large crocs and hippos, what attributes he or she must have? Firstly, he or she must have strong determination and willpower to achieve the goal. Secondly, he or she must have faith in their ability to achieve success despite all these impediments. Faith in his or her training and determination is extremely critical to accomplish the goal. Thirdly, and astonishingly, he or she needs to have a conservative mindset. Here, conservative mindset implies being realistic of the various risk factors he or she may have to face and endure. Fourthly, he or she needs persistence. There would be blizzards, strong winds, avalanches, mountain sickness, choppy waters in the lake, danger posed by the crocs, etc. etc. Fifthly, he needs to have grit and resilience, and possibly finally, he needs to have enormous patience to overcome these odds. Climbing Mount Everest or Kilimanjaro or taking the catamaran in Lake Victoria is a metaphor for the ordeals one can face for achieving success in any enterprise. Management experts have since long talked about the need to have big five personality traits for success in enterprise. These are extroversion as opposed to neuroticism, agreeableness, openness, conscientiousness, and neuroticism. For past several decades, I have been studying entrepreneurship among different sections of societies in different geographies, specifically in Africa and Asia. My subjects have been largely smallholder farmers, managers, extension workers, and vocational students. In studying this wide variety of samples, I have asked one question to all my subjects and to myself: what is the alchemy that differentiates a successful entrepreneur from an also ran manager? My work suggests that over and above these so called big five traits, entrepreneurs need the super six traits of determination and willpower, faith, conservative mindset, persistence, grit and resilience, and patience. I would go even one step further to state that even if the so called big five traits are not present, the entrepreneur can succeed with these super six traits. Let me elaborate on the findings. You must have heard the saying that eat the elephant slice by slice. Having ambition and goal in life is a good thing, but the goals must be scalable. One should be incremental in achieving the goals, but that can happen only with strong determination and willpower. Trying to achieve too many things in quick time is a recipe for disaster. Willpower is like a muscle, and like any muscle, when it is exercised in the short term, it can lead to exhaustion. In the long term, exercising a muscle causes it to grow. Willpower implies having resistance to temptation. In the agriculture field, we have seen that those farmers who exhibit strong will and determination tide over many crisis situations much faster than those who keep vacillating and lose nerve at the first sight of the problem. Now, let me dwell upon the role of faith in entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurial startups require a leap of faith, since a person's faith represents a belief in something for which there is limited information and considerable uncertainty. This suggests that the entrepreneur's faith orientation may influence the startup process for many entrepreneurs. We know of several cases where the entrepreneurial journey started with meager resources, had no clear goals, but the faith helped them to prod on, and succeed. Now, let me caution one thing: faith need not be misunderstood or understood only in the context of religion. Faith implies faith in one's effort to achieve the goals set, the internal locus of control. Let me briefly dwell upon the third element of entrepreneurship, which is conservative mindset. This goes against the popular belief that entrepreneurs always think big. Having ambition is fine, but that need to be tempered with a proper assessment of reality. Any and every business contains risk, of which some can be anticipated, but many depend on external factors and therefore cannot be anticipated. Moving cautiously is the name of the game. Being very expansive or becoming extremely ambitious and spreading ourselves far and wide is again a sure recipe for doom. What is perseverance? It is our steadfastness in pursuing the goals and not leave it halfway through. This element is related to the achievement drive. What is resilience? This is our ability to bounce back after our initial failure and ability to manage our stress productively. I will explain this a little while later. The locus of control, as I talked about, is the determining factor that influences our perseverance and our resilience ability. Those who have internal locus of control are better in resilient behavior. Persistence is an inseparable trait of successful entrepreneurs. Fired by an indomitable spirit, successful entrepreneurs never give up on their goals of building a viable business. There is no impediment too great. This unflagging attribute is one of the key characteristics of triumphant business builders. Entrepreneurs, as we know, face and tackle bewildering and potentially catastrophic situations. They possess courage, hope, faith, and deeply held belief that they can survive the moment and continue to prosper. Personal strength, greatness, self confidence, maturity, and wisdom are byproducts gained through unfathomable adversity. It has been said that men become great mariners when sailing on troubled waters, not calm seas. The same axiom applies to the business world. Finally, let me touch upon the role of grit and resilience in business. I knew a case of an amateur mountaineer friend who was attempting to scale K2, which is the second tallest peak of the mighty Himalayas. He failed in his attempt several times, 16 to be precise, but on the 17th attempt he succeeded. Another example of another friend of mine who failed to clear the civil services examination a couple of times, but succeeded in his third attempt. These are few examples, and there are many examples like this that has the heady cocktail of grit, perseverance, and resilience. I also happen to know few of my acquaintances who, having failed in their startups, started blaming everyone around them for their failure. In all the three facets of our personality makeup: determination, willpower, faith, conservatism, grit, perseverance, resilience, the common element is the clarity of the goal or vision or purpose. For any enterprise to succeed, the entrepreneur needs these elements. To put it simply, grit is our tendency not to give up and sustain our commitment in face of all odds. It also means our ability to delay the gratification for short term goals. We have observed in our projects in Asia and Africa that grit is largely influenced by our notions of self esteem and self efficacy. Guys with lower self esteem and lower self efficacy give up or surrender quickly. Let me make another important point here. Failures or setbacks in enterprise act as contributing factors to a grit, perseverance, and resilience. The best example of grit and perseverance can be observed by the behavior exhibited of ants. There is an ancient proverb which goes like this: Go to the ant, you sluggard, consider its ways and be wise. It has no commander, no overseer or ruler, yet it stores its provisions in summer and gathers its food at harvest. Ants are amazing creatures. They can easily carry more than 50 times their body mass and will patiently travel several miles to bring a prize home to the colony. Several miles, can you imagine? When ants are on the trail for food, they do not let obstacles stand in their way. They do not stand around with their hands on their hips and look at each other in disbelief. They do not throw in the towel the moment things get hard or tough. They do not shrug their shoulders and simply give up. They do not make excuses or apologies. They do not procrastinate. They do not feel sorry for themselves and decide that success is not for them. Ants respect grit over quit. And I would paraphrase that by saying entrepreneurs respect grit over quit. And that's the secret of their success. Never say die kind of an attitude. In the schools or a training situation, how do we encourage students to be resilient, perseverant, and gritty? We need to go far beyond using encouraging comments such as keep going, you're nearly there, stay focused, try again. We humans tend to be reverting to our comfort zones by these utterances. We like things to be easy, for ideas to come into our minds quickly, to get jobs done in a jiffy and out of the way. So, being able to stick at something, however tricky, and in a range of circumstances for a long time, is a skill or habit we must learn to accomplish over time. We must accumulate strategies to be turned on by our own effort and to know how to manage our learning and absorbing experiences environment. It is a valuable life skill, not just one for the classroom. Such habits are not just missing one day and establish the next. They develop through a delicately balanced developmental processes. With the help of teachers and parents and other role models and life circumstances over time. What is needed is a route map, something that guides us through stages or phases of becoming increasingly perseverant. Let me talk briefly about the implications of having these traits. In these times of pandemic, we know many businesses have shut down, millions of jobs lost globally. There is tremendous anxiety about food security, about the future. Usually, in such a doomsday scenario, people react in three ways. Many go into a shock and frustration, resulting in rage. Many start blaming everyone else for their plight. Projection and rationalization becomes the order of the day, while few get upset but also become reflective and try figuring out how to overcome the obstacles. It is they who exhibit the traits which I have discussed a little while ago. In conclusion, I would say that entrepreneurial journey has several obstacles and roadblocks and false detours. But just like the ant tirelessly prods its way to its nest and with the food and gets the food, the entrepreneur with single minded devotion marches ahead and bounces back in times of adversity with renewed energy and vigor. It is in this context I maintain, based on my experience, that big five traits are important for an entrepreneurial journey, but the other traits which I talked about are more critical in shaping the entrepreneurial personality. Thank you very much.